Hey y'all, this ain't no epic video by any means. Just me ranting, chatting. Um, Education is really what this topic's about. I'm looking at all these different things that we have, following quotes, okay? What started this was going back and looking at some of the quotes that some of these individuals have sent me. I'm cross-referencing them and finding Pearson. And apparently a lot of y'all actually know what that is. Macmillan does not pop up. Now, some of y'all, very few of y'all understand what that meant. Macmillan was the company that taught my generation, okay? When I say they taught my generation, they were the ones that created the books that all the schools purchase. Nowadays, it's Pearson's. Now, I think it was 8 years ago. I think it was. I was talking to my wife and my brother about it, telling them that the future of education is Google. Now, I've looked at all kinds of stuff about Google, waiting for them to do what I said. I made a prediction 8 years ago that in 15 years that, the school of Google is going to be epic as fuck. I don't know. They don't seem to be on track. I tried to figure it out. Tried to find all the stuff that's needed in order to get their ducks in a row so they can do this. And it's not something that I can do. It's something they have to do. They're the ones with the power and the knowledge and the ability. And I was looking at the fractal of life and everything. The natural order of things and how things are done, how things get created and evolve. And it just makes sense to me that eventually one day you're going to be able to go online and you're going to find the truth, nothing but the truth. You're going to be able to find what is fact. Now see, the people that make Pearson's were educated by those that made Macmillan. They were educated by those that made his past time went on back to the past, right? Every year, every time they make another issue, it's updated because new facts are found. It's no secret that Earth has no fucking clue about its existence. We know we exist, but we have no idea all the answers. And we're all searching for answers. People trying to find God, people trying to find new chemicals, new elements, new planets, new stars, new vaccines, new technologies, new everything, right? And they say that according to statistics, which will also point out the fractal of it, that in 2045 man will become immortal and we will die no more. We'll no longer die. And comparing how things go, there's a major amount of work that needs to be done before we live forever. There's too much stupidity, too much hate, too much division. We're taught in church that we're born into sin. That's basically telling you, hey, we know you're going to fuck up, so, go ahead and fuck up. Just come back to us and apologize and give your confession. And it's teaching you at a very young age, and relentlessly at that throughout your life, that shit happens, and, And I think that is the whole out of sight, out of mind thing. If you keep it in your mind, then you're going to keep it in your fucking mind, If you quit listening to stupid information and stupid people that were educated by stupid people, then you'll be able to learn on your own. For instance, there's a village, country, two villages. That's what there's two villages, right? Google took some iPads and some tablets down there to these villages and showed one adult in this village how to use the solar charger to charge the tablets. Okay, so there's one adult that knows how to charge a tablet in this village, right? Now, what they did was they hooked up the tablets with all kinds of education apps. You know, they filled it with different apps, and they gave to them the same ones that we give to our preschoolers and our kids at school, right? Or elementary. Now, they handed them the device, and that's it, y'all. A week later, they came back. They switched out the SIM cards, and they saw that 50 apps were used per kid. You know, on average, 50 apps were actually found, opened, learned, and they taught themselves just because they had the device. And I think that's what it's going to be, is we're each going to have our device that's going to do our facial recognition, do our eye scan, do our voice print, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, this is you. And then you're going to get your education. And it's going to verify whether you know it or not. And I think that, your tablet situation will be your passport to your job, basically. They're like, hey, who are you? What do you do? You're like, here you go. You hand them your tab, and they're like, hook it up. And they see what you do know, what you don't know. And, it's just the verification system that's going to happen. I mean, it's not something that I believe that Google said, hey, guess what we're going to do? It's just something that I looked at and said, Bing and Lycos and Ask, Jeeves and all that, those were going away. MySpace was crashing, and Facebook was coming up. And just looking at how everything was going, saw YouTube was going to make it, saw Google was going to make it, and I see education's not. And as much technology and information that Google passes on, and all the searches, it just made sense to me that they would become an accredited university, basically. And I'm still waiting for it, definitely want to be one of the people that get to learn from the school of Google. I don't know if we're going to have that technology. And I see that more and more it's actually getting used. People are actually learning this shit. And what I don't understand is why these schools aren't doing the same thing. These schools, they're giving them laptops, they're giving them iPads, whatever, they're giving them all kinds of crap. But the teachers themselves, the administration themselves, aren't educated on how to do this system, okay? So what you have is you have a whole bunch of kids being taught the wrong way to use a great item, okay? These two villages, they dropped them off and left, okay? And because, you know what? Because they know that these people are smart, okay? Because they're human, they're people. Their brain is more powerful than the tablet they gave them. And this is a simple device. I know it's very complicated and it does so much, but we are more complicated than these devices are. And I don't know, y'all. I got ADD. My brain gets sidetracked. It's hard for me to stay on topic, stay on point, stay on subject. It skipped again. I'm not even going to worry with trying to think and see what I'm going to overlap, what not. If I come up with a second part to this after watching it later, then, I'll probably edit it or make a part 2. But I'm going to go ahead and call it quits here in a second. Notice it's a 9-minute video. It takes me forever to upload my crap. Gotta go find some internet to upload this, because as many of y'all know, I don't even have internet. So it actually makes it kind of difficult for me to do what I do, seeing how I don't have internet. So, y'all have a good one. I appreciate y'all watching. If y'all got any comments about this or whatever, that's fine. If not, that's fine too, because like I said, it's not an epic video. It's just me chatting, talking. vlogging shit in that I say, whatnot, whatever you want to call it. But y'all have a good one. Thanks for everything.